Our emphasis has always been, still is, on producing good quality, sound, good doing Hereford bulls and females for the commercial cow trade. That, you've got to go one of two ways. Some people really are eating up with the show ring, and we did that for 20 years and was very successful at it, and it gave us a good name out there. But at the end of the day, what we like to do is produce good, solid, strong bulls for commercial cowmen.
Hello, and welcome to The American Rancher. I'm Pam MINICK. On today's show, we take a look at Dudley Brothers, a family-owned and operated registered and commercial Hereford operation headquartered in Comanche County, Texas. In the registered Hereford business since 1938, Dudley Brothers is known for producing practical and adaptable, commercially oriented bulls and females that work well throughout all the regions of Texas and the surrounding states.
Hereford's brought us to where we are. We like them, we believe in them, we think they have a great role to play in the crossbreeding programs out there in Texas, Southeast, Southwest, and they come out with those great crossbred calves that'll just top the market every time and it'll grow off like crazy, and we just love Hereford cattle. The history of Dudley Brothers kind of begins with who we refer to in the family as Grandpa Dudley. He was James H. Dudley Jr. And after the Civil War, he had settled in Arkansas. He had prospered in the cotton, mule, and horse business, lumber business. Came out to Comanche County in 1885 on the advice of a friend and bought a ranch. The barns, the cattle, the horses, the mules, the adult children, they all came to Texas. That included my grandfather, who was C.R.M. Dudley.
In 1900, C.R.M. Dudley decided to move his young and growing family into the town of Comanche, Texas, and open a mercantile operation. Times were tough, and the mercantile operation supported the ranch and Democrat, basically a post office, where James H. Dudley donated the land for a building.
Well, that man, C.R.M. Dudley, my grandfather, died early, unexpectedly, and his three sons, Gale, Tom, and Eltis Dudley, circled the wagons up and said, let's start a partnership. So in 1927, they formally started the partnership of Dudley Brothers. They carried on with the beginnings of those mercantile outreaches from the grandfather and wound up in the automobile, tire, gasoline business, and various sundry other things, all the while looking forward to expanding their ranching interests.
By the mid-1930s and continuing through the 40s and 50s, Dudley Brothers acquired a number of ranches in the southwestern part of Comanche County to grow their original ranch purchased in 1885. In 1938, an opportunity came along to acquire a set of registered Hereford females, and the ranches gradually shifted from a commercial cattle operation to a registered Hereford operation. Starting in the 1940s and continuing until the mid-60s, Dudley Brothers brought a sizable show string to fall and winter livestock shows with very good success. This was very effective in establishing Dudley Brothers as a player in the seed stock business. From the beginning of the registered operation, the emphasis was on producing bulls that were able to go out into commercial herds in Texas and the Southwest and stay solid and get the job done without falling apart. In 1962, Dudley Brothers held their first annual bull sale at the ranch in the fall. The cow herd was bred to have fall calves, thus presenting coming 2-year-old bulls that were ready to turn out and go to work. It's a model the Dudley Brothers continue to use today. When we return, we'll see how far the operation has come over the last 100 plus years. You're watching The American Rancher.
Looking for an elite place to market your roping cattle? Would you like to show your stock to potential buyers all across the nation? The leader in livestock marketing is now offering the Superior Horn Cattle Sale on Saturday, September 17th. This will be an excellent opportunity to consign potentials, bred stock, and broke-in ropers. Broadcast live on Superior Click to Bid. For more information and how to consign your cattle, call today at 800-422-2117 or visit superiorlivestock.com.
Join Superior for Wagon Wheel Ranch 2016 Ranch Horse Production Sale, selling 50 head of horses with unsurpassed foundation breeding on September 10th, beginning at 12:30 Central. Bloodlines include King P234, Blue Valentine, Driftwood, Gooseberry, Joe Hancock, Mr. Sandpeppy, Rowdy Blue Man, and Royal King. For more information, visit wagonwheelranch.com or for a sale catalog, call 512-734-0234 or go to superiorlivestock.com.
Welcome back to The American Rancher. The Dudley brothers research prominent and progressive registered Hereford herds across the country each year and selects young herd bull prospects to add to the herd bull battery. The prospects selected reflect the latest in Hereford genetics without total concentration in any one bloodline.
Our bulls are developed in 100-acre traps, about 30 to 35 bulls to the group. They're fed a high roughage, low energy ration to gain about 2 pounds a day. We feel like by not pushing our bulls too hard, letting them develop a little more slowly, we can add some soundness and some longevity to them. By being developed here in Central Texas, they can go into some different types of environments and acclimate very quickly, and then they can get out there and go to work and do the job that they're supposed to do.
Dudley Brothers operates a registered herd in a commercial manner, which is to say that single sire turnout on 30 plus or minus cows for 110 days should result in a 95% calf crop or better.
My ideal cow is a female that looks like a female, that she's got depth of chest, she's got capacity to eat and take the forage and produce it into milk, and that milk produce a good calf that will gain weight, grow out good, finish well when he goes on to market. In our case, they don't usually go to market, they turn into a sale bull that goes on to a commercial operation. We want those heifer calves to be good mothers, to have that same capacity as a good mother cow should have. Our cows need to have all the maternal qualities and traits that are important. We want them to be good milkers, good mothers, have easing calving ability. Want them to take care of that calf right up till weaning time. And so the maternal traits are very important that we try to emphasize in our cow herd and look for and try to maintain once we have them.
Females are sold as yearlings at private treaty after the replacement heifers are selected to go back into the herd. Replacement females are selected to reflect the best pedigree performance from the herd sire battery, with emphasis given to phenotype, temperament, color pattern, udder, and teat quality.
We try to treat our heifers a little different than we do the main cow herd. We're asking them to calve as 2-year-olds, and we realize that as 2-year-olds, they don't have a full set of teeth, and they're going to have to try to gain weight, and they can't just do that on grass alone. So we help them out with a combination of mixed feed, cubes, and hay. We try to keep them in a body condition score of 5+ or 6. And we do that from the time they're weaned till we put the bulls out with them. We want it all to go smooth, so as well as keeping them in good condition, we try to use good performing Angus bulls, but have a high calving score.
For both bulls and heifers, special emphasis is given to eye pigment, and in the case of bulls, to scrotal pigment.
The cow herd is kept and maintained through a replacement process. To my knowledge, we've never bought a female to go into this herd in my lifetime. So it's basically a herd in which we put our heifers right back in as cows. And they carry the same genetics and strong qualities that herd sires we bring to our cow herds.
We handle our bulls mostly horseback, but we also show them the four-wheeler, and we'll also walk to them on a regular basis just to get them used to seeing somebody on the ground.
In a typical year, the Dudley brothers' bulls and heifers sold at auction and private treaty will go to all parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and to all parts of the Southeast and Mexico. In keeping with the orientation to the commercial market, the Dudley brothers sale is a very straightforward event. Several rules are never broken. Not one bull out of the peer group is ever sold before the sale. There is no price discussion before the sale, and individual bulls bring what the buyers in the barn or online determine they are worth that day. No bulls are ever held back or passed on regardless of the selling price. Dudley Brothers offers free delivery of the bulls in the 2 weeks after the sale using their own equipment and drivers. All bulls are guaranteed to be virgin bulls and be breeders with current fertility tests.
You know, you've got to go one of two ways. Some people really are eaten up with the show ring, and we did that for 20 years and was very successful at it, and it gave us a good name out there. But at the end of the day, what we like to do is produce good, solid, strong bulls for commercial cowmen who come here for our sale. We started in '62. This is 2016, so it'll be this will be our 55th annual sale here at the ranch. And we never PO any cattle. If the bulls get cheap, we don't like it, but they're going to get sold that day. And we're going to deliver them, regardless what they bring. So our modus operandi is pretty simple. We run a real strict cow herd as far as putting down correct calving dates, getting the right information, keeping the matings absolutely honest, and we think we produce a real good animal.
Through the decades, Dudley Brothers has depended on repeat buyers, and that continues today. As an accommodation to today's world, the sale is now broadcast on rural TV by Superior Productions.
One of the best things that we have found about being involved with Superior is they come out and video the bulls. Now that is something that we probably wouldn't go to the trouble to do if we weren't going to put them online with Superior, but that is a huge marketing tool for us. We put those videos on our website, and that's the best thing that's ever happened when somebody calls up and says, "Mr. Dudley, how do those bulls look?" I say, "Well, let me just tell you how to just turn around and have a look at them." And we make sure they walk back and forth so you can see how the bull is walking, if he's landing right. I think we write in our catalog that they're guaranteed to be breeders, but actually they're pretty much guaranteed to please our buyers. We do like when our buyers and customers come out to Comanche and take the trouble to make the trip from wherever they are. We like them to have a good time, feel welcome, so we put together a pretty nice social the night before here right in the bull barn. And then the day of the sale, we try to make them feel at home and comfortable, and we don't put out a big elaborate lunch, but we put out a pretty nice lunch. And there again, the ladies of the family get that all organized, and I think people have a good time. They kind of expect that. We want our buyers to trust us, to treat them exactly right, and we do our best to do that.
Stay with us, there's more to our story.
Join Superior for the Appaloosa World Sale, being held during the World Championship Appaloosa Show on October 26th at Will Rogers Memorial Center in Fort Worth, Texas. Consignments are now being accepted for this prestigious offering of first-class performance prospects, proven performers, and breeding stock. For information and consignment forms, call Superior at 800-422-2117 or go to superiorlivestock.com.
Healthy cows start with the new hired hand automatic livestock sprayer. Rancher invented to provide an efficient alternative to pour-on and injectable parasite management systems. The portable design allows cattle to treat themselves head to hoof. Strategic device placement with pass-through activation technology takes the stress out of parasite treatment for cattle and the rancher, leaving more time to tend to other vital tasks on the farm. To learn more, visit cowsprayer.com. The new hired hand makes healthy cows easy.
It's easy to spot the man who uses Synanthic. With lower volume and less waste, Synanthic steps up your deworming routine. Get more deworming with less dewormer at Synanthic.com.
Welcome back to The American Rancher. From the beginning of ranching in Texas, the Dudleys have raised good, dependable ranch horses for their own use, and that tradition continues today.
We usually keep 2 or 3 young horses around here, so we start 2 or 3 a year, and just every year we get 2 or 3 more. We've got a lot of gray horses here that have been on the ranch for quite a while. It goes back to Doc Barr, and we've just had a gray stud, and we've getting gray mares and gray studs and have a lot of gray horses.
Several of the favorite mounts go back to mares 50 or 60 years ago. It has been a long tradition that the Dudleys serve their community and the agricultural world by service on state and national boards and committees, and their commitment continues today.
Everybody on the ranch, the men and the women, we all have done our best to be involved in organizations, local, statewide, national-wide. And you know, again, we all have different talents that we bring to the table there, but I've been involved in some things with TSCRA and other organizations. But the cousins and the brothers are all very active, and all our wives are active, and that's just something that we believe in doing. My dad, my uncles, their wives, they were all big participators, locally, statewide. All the women were always in all the auxiliaries and did all that, and so that's just something we believe in. We all do it to the best of our ability.
Dudley Brothers is ranched through the decades without any significant mineral production, and in 2015 took advantage of an opportunity to bring wind energy to Comanche County, along with other landowners. A significant portion of Logan's Gap Wind Farm now graces the hills and pastures of Dudley Brothers.
Comanche County has 9 landowners, of which Dudley Brothers is the big boy. In the Logan's Gap Wind Farm is the official name. So we've got turbines sitting around all over the ranch, and we have yet to find a negative. I know what the positives are right away. It's not going to change how we operate or how we look, but it is an appreciated additional income stream as the cattle market ups and downs.
In addition, the development of the wind farm created a new network of good roads all over the ranch, providing access on the rough brush-covered hilltops. The roads are appreciated by the ranchers and the hunters alike. Also, many new, well-built cattle guards were installed.
We think it's a good thing not only for us, but the only reason we contemplated it, and I presume the other landowners involved, it's a wonderful thing for the county, from the taxing point of view, for the school district, the hospital district, and again, you know, to be perfectly honest, it was a good thing for us, and we love them, we like them, we haven't found a negative.
Throughout the last 40 years, Dudley Brothers has leased out to hunters for white-tailed deer, turkey, and more recently for hogs. Most of the hunters on Dudley Brothers have been on the ranch for many years. Dudley Brothers is a limited partnership that is managed by its general partner, Dudley Brothers LLC. The members of the family who are active in the partnership are Jim and Margaret Dudley, Julia Dudley Allison, John and Ginger Dudley, TJ and Carrie Dudley, Tom and Melissa Dudley, Ray and Monica Dudley, and Harry and Rhonda Dudley. These partners have 17 children, all of whom regard Dudley Brothers as home base, regardless where they may live.
Somebody in the family can do everything that needs to be done. My dear wife Ginger can throw a party while somebody else is trying to figure out how to do it, and Rhonda can keep the books straight down to the penny when nobody else could or would for us. So every other wife, all the other wives, all have talents that they bring to the table, and it's a really good thing.
Part of my responsibilities on the ranch are helping get good fence contractors to come in and replace some of the fences that have deteriorated over time, and a lot of them were built 50 years ago, 60 years ago, and as a result they've been patched about all they can be patched. And so we're always having to find the worst spot and build a new fence.
Well, we all take a turn at all the different jobs here at Dudley Brothers. One of my main focuses lately has been with the first calf heifers.
Well, my role at Dudley Brothers is just kind of oversee whatever legal matters might accrue. And if everybody knows in ranching enterprises, you just quite never know what's going to pop up. There's right-of-way matters, there's pipelines, there's leases, there's just all kinds of different things that come to light just one time or the other.
Good part of the year I'm tending to some cow herd, and then the extra time where we're not dealing with calves and what, I deal with kind of brush control and trying to do cactus rebate, control and mesquite spray.
There's absolutely nothing that one of us can't do. You just name the job, from making a long-winded speech to busting a bronc. Somebody in the family can do it. And we basically do all our own work. We do have a couple of outside hands, but essentially we run the thing. We can do it all, and we're just as loyal to Hereford cattle now as we were in 1938. The only thing is the cattle are better now.
At bull sale time, everyone shows up to help and be involved, including now the 6th generation of Dudleys to lean over the fences and see the Herefords in the pastures and traps.
We sure want to invite you out for our 55th annual production sale. It'll be October the 6th, 2016, right here at the ranch, about a mile southwest of Comanche, Texas. The offering will be about 140 coming two-year-old Hereford bulls, a real outstanding set of bulls this year out of 20 different herd sires. We want you to come and have a look at them. The sale will take place at 12 noon promptly. We'll serve a lunch at 11 o'clock. We'll try to have the bulls in the pens as early as we can get them in there. Anytime you're out our way or can come out our way in August, September, before the sale, we'd love to take you around through the bull traps, show you the offering, and just be thrilled to death to get to do that. And we'd sure like to have you come join us for our 55th annual production sale.
We hope you've enjoyed this look into one of the premier Hereford breeders in the U.S. To find out more about the Dudley Brothers operation, especially their private treaty sales and upcoming annual bull sale, visit their website, DudleyBrothers.com. That's DudleyBros.com. To find out more about us, visit our website, TheAmericanRancher.com, or check us out on Facebook. I'm Pam MINICK. For the entire American Rancher team, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.